I didn't tell my roommate I own the house, and now he's destroying the place. About a year ago, my last remaining grandparent unfortunately passed away, and my father inherited all of their assets, including a house. At the time, I had been saving to make a substantial down payment on a house to ensure a lower monthly mortgage, thereby allowing me to save money for me to also travel. When my father inherited this house, he wasn't interested in moving into it himself. However, he offered to sell it to me at a slightly below market rate. The condition was that he and my stepmother could eventually move into the basement apartment of the house. I agreed to this arrangement because both my father and stepmother are wonderful people who I knew would not be invasive and would respect my privacy if they lived there. So I went ahead and made a 60% down payment on the house, financing the rest, and moved in. This arrangement seemed ideal as it helped me secure a home while also providing a future living solution for my father and stepmother. 6 months ago, I began considering the idea of renting out the finished basement apartment in my house. The apartment includes 2 bedrooms, a bathroom, a living room, and a small kitchenette equipped with a sink, fridge, and microwave, but no oven. At that time, a friend mentioned that his brother was moving to my city and looking for an affordable place. To stay as a new teacher with limited income, he needed a place that wasn't too costly. I decided to offer him the basement apartment for significantly less than the market rate at $650, which included utilities. He was pleased with the offer, accepted it, and signed a year-long lease. However, a few days ago, he approached me with a request to start paying rent directly to the landlord instead of to me. I was taken aback, as I had assumed my friend had informed him that I was the owner of the house. When I clarified that there was no landlord and that I was the owner, he became extremely upset. He accused me of lying to him for over 6 months and taking advantage of him by charging so much in rent. For context, an apartment similar to mine would typically rent for more than double, if not triple, what he is paying me. He demanded to know how much of my mortgage's rent was covering. I responded that his rent amount was fair for the quality and amenities of the living space he was receiving, and that my personal finances were not relevant to our rental agreement. He reacted angrily to my response, storming out and slamming the door behind him. Since then, he hasn't spoken to me since he has a lease. I won't be evicting him over this alone. If he does any damage or becomes hostile, I'll look at the eviction process, but for now, he will remain unless he chooses to break the lease. He also didn't bother to read the lease before signing. The lease clearly states, I'm the homeowner. I didn't trick him or keep info from him. He simply didn't read what he was signing. I asked a few other friends and some family members, and most said, I'm wrong for having him cover my mortgage payments. Only if you say I'm in the right. What do you guys think? Update 1. I intended to speak to him over the weekend, but he didn't respond to my texts asking for a suitable time to have a discussion. So on Sunday afternoon, I sent him a text informing him that I would be entering the basement at 6 p.m. on Monday evening. Again, I received no reply from him. When I entered the basement on Monday, I noticed that while some of his belongings were still there, others were missing.